All right, guess what? Google has a PMax update for car dealers. What's going on, everybody? David Feldman-Makrias, and I should say it's not just for car dealers specifically, but it actually applies to local businesses, which car dealers are. So that's why I think we need to talk about it, read about it, and explain what it means, what could it mean for your store, and how it will impact your PMax campaigns. By this time, most new car dealers that I talk to, even if they're not really integrated with Google Ads or search engine marketing, they've heard PMax thrown around. And, it's supposed to be the magic cure all to find all these conversions and campaigns and phone calls. But honestly, what we found in our data is really, if left unchecked, it's going to turn itself into a branding campaign. But we've talked about that a lot on this channel. I want to talk about something that's a recent update. It is March 4th at the time of this recording. My dogs are howling downstairs, and we're going to carry on anyways. So here's the email. Got this straight from the horse's mouth themselves. Important changes to Smart and PMax campaigns with store goals, impacting local actions, store visit, and store sales conversions. Guess what? If you are a car dealer and you are running probably a few $1,000s in Google Ads at minimum, you most likely have store goals, store visits as a goal, because Google can recognize that you're a dealership. It's inputted into your conversions. It actually makes a big difference. It tells Google that you're a local business. So guess what? This affects you, car dealers, and any other local business. This is going to affect you. So what are they saying? Improving offline conversion quality in Smart and PMax campaigns with store goals. Dear advertiser, the Google Ads team is committed to helping improve the performance of your campaigns and deliver the highest quality conversions, as long as they can spend your money. After listening to advertiser feedback on February 28th, 4 days ago, we're making changes to how Performance Max for store goals and omni-channel goals and Smart campaigns measure and optimize for local action store visits and store sales conversions. Okay, what's that first paragraph saying? It's saying Google's going to change the way PMax operates for local businesses. That's it. What's changing? Starting February 28th, we will increase focus on locally engaged users on channels with higher local intent, such as search and Google Maps. While this strategy will limit view-through conversions, VTCs coming from display and YouTube, it will increase ads on search and maps, channels that tend to drive higher value store visit conversions, ensuring your ads reach customers most likely to convert offline. Ooh, this is the crux of what's changing. And actually, this is something that we've been trying to do for quite a while. And that's essentially Google is saying Performance Max for local businesses is going to be geared towards the search network and the maps network. Awesome. Good. So when I create a PMax full build campaign for a Chevy Equinox, rather, it's not going to just go off into display land and just spend a bunch of money on display and just show up for, baby games, right? So that's what this change sounds like. This sounds really good. But any change that Google has, when they're tweaking the big algorithms in the back end, we have to watch everything because it could have a great intention and then we just crash and burn. But this sounds like a good thing. It sounds like PMax is going to serve more on search and Google Maps. They're putting their intent on search and Google Maps. Now, I'd love to see how much. And I'd love to know, okay, is this a PMax full build? If it's a full build, well, then why upload display and video assets anyways, which in a lot of PMax campaigns, specifically for vehicle listing ads, because that's inventory, we don't. And that's the reason why. So why are we making this change? By focusing on engaged users in higher intent channels like search and maps, we aim to enhance campaign efficiency and effectiveness, drive higher quality conversions, more valuable incremental offline actions, maximize your return on investment. When you go to Google and you look up car dealer near me, you're going to have a lot higher of intent. And that's what Google is changing PMax to be. It's supposed to be more intentful, right? It's going to serve on search and it's going to serve more on Google Maps, right? So that's essentially what it's saying. It's a good thing. It should make PMax better. We'll see what actually happens. Sometimes I have no faith in the Google machine, or it's just not that I have no faith, but it's just I don't have complete trust in it because there's so many avenues to upsell in Google's ecosystem. It's not even funny. Here's what to expect. As we shift focus towards users with higher engagement in local intent, you may observe a decrease in conversion volume and an increase in cost per conversion. Other factors like budget targeting and seasonality can also impact these metrics. So it's Google almost saying, hey, we're going to go towards more intent, but you may experience a decrease in conversion volume. But good conversions are defined by the user, so it really depends on what you're tracking. I don't yield much to this at all. What action do you need to take? Monitor your campaigns closely after this change. Consider the following best practices: relax targets. Consider adjusting your smart bidding targets or adjusting your offline conversion values to capture higher value conversions. I don't like that at all. That means if you have a cost per acquisition goal or a ROAS goal, they're saying relax targets. Well, that essentially means Google has the ability to ask you to bid more and then raise your budget. I don't like that. They're driving up the cost with this. I don't like that at all. Diversify offline conversion goals. Add additional offline conversion goals such as local action conversions alongside store visits or store sales conversions. I do agree with that. So when you combine these two, relax targets and diversify offline conversion goals, that makes sense because you're adding elements on what Google can track and therefore bid on to get you valuable customers. So essentially, you're not just going for the people that are coming in the store with a store visits campaign. You're more so, if you add offline conversions like actual sales, you're more so telling Google, okay, these are all the types of conversions we want. And once you do that, you're adding more, then you can maybe relax your targets. That in conjunction, when they're used together, I think makes more sense. Expand local targeting. If your campaign targets a limited number of locations, consider adding more. That's an upsell opportunity for Google right there. Consolidate campaigns. Consolidate multi-location campaigns unless there's a strategic region to keep separate. I don't like that either because multi-location campaigns usually have different targeting and you want to have different budget for each location. So I don't like that either. Remove geo-targeting. It's unnecessary as these campaigns optimize across linked business locations. Don't like that. Remove ad scheduling. Allow your campaigns to run without restrictions. Relax audience targeting. Broaden audience. All this stuff here is it's just a way to say Google can charge you more money. Honestly, I wouldn't do anything. I would do nothing. I would do nothing. Maybe you can add some secondary conversions. I wouldn't do anything. Let it play out. You don't have to do anything, guys. Just know that February 28th, Google's changing something with PMax, and that's going to affect how we track conversions. Don't do anything else because if you do all this stuff, you're not going to have a true A/B test, and that's first. But second, this is just a way Google to get you to spend more money. All this stuff. Remove your geo-targeting. If you remove your geo-targeting, you're effectively going to be bidding nationally. What? That doesn't make any sense. I don't care if it is, in fact, linked to a business location through Google Business Profile. I don't like it. Remove ad scheduling. That's telling Google that they can just run your ads all the time and then increasing the auction. Relax audience targeting. If you don't do the diversify of offline conversion goals, relaxing audience targeting, just like relaxing targets, that's essentially just saying, yeah, no problem. Just hit everybody. That's fine. No, I don't like it. Creative optimization, I do agree with that. Refresh and diversify creatives, that makes sense. And then smart campaign recommendations, whatever. We're not going to get into smart campaigns. I'm more concerned with PMax. At Google, we understand the importance of accurate, reliable, and actionable insights for making informed decisions about your marketing campaigns. We're dedicated to continually enhancing our products and services to provide you with highest quality conversions to drive meaningful results for your business. That's what I think of that. I mean, more than half the recommendations they put in here, if you just did that, you're going to just increase your budget. And all the agencies and everybody you work with is going to say, hey, we're limited by budget this month. You should increase your ad dollars. because they don't really know what's going on either, most of them. There are some good ones out there, but a lot of them don't. So, guys, long story short, there's some changes to Performance Max in Google. It's going to affect local businesses. If you're a car dealership, who's my primary audience, it's going to affect you too. And what I'd recommend is to mark down February 28th as the date of change. Okay. Take note of your conversions, especially your store visits. All right. If you're tracking store visits, car dealers should be tracking store visits. And if you're not, you should be. But note that date and don't make any big changes to your PMax campaigns. Let it play out over the next month. We'll compare that month data, March to February. We'll see how we trend. We'll see how we track. Maybe there's differences. Maybe there's not. So you heard it here. Thank you guys so much. David Feldman-Makrias. I'll be back to rant at you soon. And hopefully I'm just ranting with you at this point. Take care.